What is going on, everyone? Commodore Last here today, bringing to you guys my live reaction of the Haikyuu manga chapter 382. Now, shout out to the Visible Course providing chapters week in, week out, especially in the mornings, because they're performing God's work as it should be. And for a very important day, not only do I get to read the chapter, but later tonight when I get back from work, man, it's Super Bowl Sunday. You guys watch my Niners go in, hopefully be able to redeem themselves from 2013 when we face off with the Ravens and all that. But to start off this glorious day, man, I gotta get into the Haikyuu. And last week's chapter, man, after that chapter, I actually wrote down some stuff because I want to talk about, like, in a video why I think a certain thing's about to go down, but I don't want to give away too many details because I want to save that for when the discussion comes out. But that chapter, man, was just so gold on so many levels, man. The quick that finally happened that was set up back in Razaki, Atsumu, and Hinata, and then the whole dialogue and stuff with his brother Osamu and stuff, where they're saying, which one's gonna be happy by the end, and they're going to tell themselves, who was happy at the end of the day when they got into their respective roles, whether it be Osamu in his stand, whether it be with Atsumu playing volleyball and stuff, professionally, who was going to be happier at the end of the day when they're old people and stuff. And then the Kageyama, man, the receive, when he was there, even though they got the point, he came in there and said, listen, nothing beats the original, and then Coach Fuki, man, oh, man, there's just so much greatness. And people, again, like every week have been telling me, man, just prepare yourself. But at this point, what am I supposed to do? How can I prepare myself? How can I prepare myself for what is now ongoing, weekly? Every single week, I look forward to this series. I just can't. Like, there's no way. How can I prepare myself what's to come? But I gotta stop talking. We gotta read the greatness. So without further ado, let's get into it. I know it's still early on in the match and everything, but we gotta go in. So, manga chapter 382. Let me see here. Already started off with greatness. Yo, please tell me if she's here, then someone else is here. Oh, let's go. Quick as a flash, Shoya Hinata sails that one right over the head of the blockers. Oh, man, Nakatura's right there too. I was just so focused in on who is right here on the side. Akatura Tsukushima, 27 years old, works for a stationery company. Okay, but see, I told you the Shoyo would turn into a good man someday. It's like, how many have you had? Hey, my girl's out here drinking lean as she should. Maybe you should slow down. The fact that she doesn't even slightly tipsy makes it even scarier. I mean, listen, she can hold her weight. Saeko Tanaka, 27 years old, works at a motorcycle shop. Captain of the Taiko group, disorderly crowd. Okay, if she's still doing the cheerleading thing, or like at least with the drums and all that, I can definitely respect her. But she's got her own respective job. She's making her income. But for who though? Because clearly, I mean, it doesn't say like the person's like last name and stuff. If it was like Saeko Nishinoya, then yeah. But I guess it wasn't meant to be, so I need to know where's my boy then. If he's not in the walls, if he's not, on the way there, dying in a car crash or something, I don't know, man. Like, he's on the way to the game with her, then where's my guy? What's a girl have to do to maybe get a vendor to hang out in the aisle? I'll make sure it's totally worth their while. Poor Sushi. It's like, yeah, this is going to turn into an after-game party and then the after party all the way until the morning. I knew I should have offered to go help out Shimada at his booth. Chapter 382, Monsters on Parade. Bro, you know how many times we got the word monster in the last couple of chapters, just in the title, like just to tell us that like we're not in the realm of humans anymore. We're essentially now in the realm of the monsters. It was even faster. How do you mean? It's been a while since I last saw it, so I can't say for sure. The obvious part is that his max vertical jump has gotten significantly higher, but I think he must have also put time into strengthening his leg muscles, boosting the power behind his jump. Basically, my impression is that he's both jumping higher and reaching the apex of his jump faster. Shout out to Brazil. So he's completing his jump faster. And of course, Hoshimi giving that look. Jumping higher means being in the air longer. Time your blocks the same way you do when you face a taller hitter, and you'll start falling before he hits the top of his jump. Hold on. Hinata always did have good balance in midair, but now it looks like he hangs in the air longer than he used to. Dude looks like Ushikawa and Asahi-san did when they were on fire during a game. It's like, right? He's jumping higher and faster. He's staying in the air longer. That was stupidly difficult to block. Wait, that would be stupidly difficult to block. Oh yeah, really difficult. Of course, Kagami gonna look. Excuse me, what was that? What? See, both coaches like, what the hell? Holy crap, who is that? Hang on, isn't this guy Shoyo Hinata? Wait, what? He's only 5'7", and my guy is still out here balling as he should. And then of course Bokuto. I have to get in there too because now it's time for him to serve. Clapping, everyone's with their response. Some of the guys are just they're clapping, but they're like, huh, nani? Like, it's like, ha ha ha. There he goes again. Kotaro Bokuto's encouraging the crowd to clap to his serve. It was like one of those clap, 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 and then it like slowly gets faster and faster and faster, and then it goes dead silent when he goes in. Okay, world. Cheer me on. Here we go. Jump serve. Oh, don't spray. Come on, don't do this. Don't do this. High spirits, boom! And right there, Hoshimi comes in, boom! Comes in with the receive. And of course, you're not just like, oh damn. All your cheers are now mine, bro. This guy just came in, just took his momentum just like that. But doesn't give me an indicator that this is what happened at the end of Nationals, because this was the two teams that we knew that were still around at the like near the end. Oh, so maybe this is an indicator that they didn't face each other, and maybe Kawamadai was the one that came through. I don't know. Like, we still need that clarification though from Furudate. He gets set up right after. Right. Wakatoshi! Left hand God. Comes right through. Did he get to Inunaki? Oh, it goes like right off his chest, I think, because it doesn't show like his hands are also like this, but it goes like look like right off his chest or one of his arms, and it goes right off to the angle for the point. Boom goes Japan's biggest cannon, Wakatoshi Ushijima. Bro, it's like Meep. Of course, he drops to his knees. I mean, when you're facing up against what is like a weapon of the mass destruction like him, of course you're gonna have to drop to the ground like that, man. Wakatoshi! Nah, La Ushiwaka. I heard that from before. He bounced someone right off of Inunaki, the libero. That he did. His strength is on par with the strongest in the world. But I know that that's a plural mean. There's more than one. But if there is someone who is out there as Ichiban, please tell me we get to see at least what that person is. If they're from Brazil, then it just strengthens the theory I have on something. But still, nice spike. Looks like Wakatoshi's polished his jump height and hitting strength to even a finer gleam. Oh wait, who the hell? It isn't just so beautiful to watch. Is that his wife? Terano Washijo, 70... Bro. His wife came with him to support Hinata, as she should. Yo, it sure is. That's the first time we're actually seeing, like, anybody from Washijo's family. I can respect that. This man had himself a wife and everything, hid from the public. And then she comes out here to come and support the GOAT in the making in Hinata. Yo, I love these little things like this, man. Let me see. So Hiragami coming in now for the serve. So Fukuro is coming in first time now. Boy, everyone is so impressive with all their amazing power spiking. They get straight up. I so hate how he tends to serve right on the whistle. So he's one of those guys like on time. He hits it. It goes directly to the face for Hinata. Nah, he's not gonna get it, I don't think. This guy might be a monster. He still, even though the reaction time was too late, he still was able to get there. No, bro, he kept it in. Oh my god, he's different. Yeah, boy, he's different. Blanket, it's right in your face. Okay, I'm scared of every single server in the rotation. You could say that again at their level. I wouldn't be so shocked if you told me they won a whole game on serves alone. Omi-kun, left. Sakusa swoops in from the left. 3, triple block. Oh, please. Oh, please. Yo, he sends it right over the Kageyama. Got it. Of course, my code is different. Listen, I have love and admiration for Hinata and for Kageyama. But the man who I have been out here praising his gospel, even if we weren't getting to see him in the flesh during Nationals, I know is my GOAT among the top 3 aces. Sakusa. Goes. He smashes it right in. And of course, same thing like what happened with the quick. Kageyama comes in again. Even if he goes out for the points for Sakusa, he's there. His reaction times, he's there. If he catches on to that momentum shift is going to go down to the Adlers afterwards. So Kageyama, even though again they get the to be able to send it back, go for their offense and stuff, he's telling you, man, he's right there, waiting for whoever. And there's a reason Kiyomi Sakusa was the college MVP. My guy was a finals MVP. His first point is a line shot so sharp you cut yourself on it. Well, my guy's out here like wielding Goro Majima's dagger from the Yakuza series. Like literally, you get hit with that thing, man, it's game over. Jeez, Omi-kun, that was gross. Just gross. Excuse me? It's a compliment, really. Well, you sure made it sound like an insult. I mean, if he said you were sick, that was sick, then of course he would react that way though. Wait a sec. Kageyama looked like he was exactly in the right spot for that. I thought he had that one dead on. Yeah. But this is Kiyomi Sakusa. His most outstanding quirk is his abnormally flexible wrists. Let's look at the wrist. I mean, I don't know. He's probably a Migos stan. It's like, oh yeah, I caught a glimpse of his warm-ups. That did look pretty freaky. Is that even humanly possible to do that? Stop. Look at the face. That's so intriguing. Bro, this man literally just snapped his wrist down. Bro, if I do that, I could break my wrist. He's definitely not a human being. It's like, I could watch this all day. The way those tuck in under, it's kind of like an animal tucking its paws. Bro. Yo, my boy's different. You know what? I accept it for what he is. With the snap he can get, not only can he make all sorts of precise shots, he can also put the nastiest spin on the ball. So that makes him really a monster when it comes... Like, that now that tells us exactly... Like, even though we didn't get to see it too much when it came to the Nationals and stuff when he was a kid growing up and everything, at the very least, that tells us why he was highly regarded among the best spikers to being in the top 3 for things like this. So now as we're seeing him in his, I wouldn't say his perfect form yet, because still we gotta wait for Olympics, but this is really the highest we're seeing of his talents. And pretty much, if we're to think back to Nationals, he was doing this, of course, on a smaller scale, but now that he's grown, he's doing things like this. So this is what kind of put him on the map and everything. But yo, if we're talking hate to dig him shots, the spin he puts on him is even grosser than the Nushiwaka southpaw spin. Stop staring. And of course, with his rival. Top 3. Oh man, of course they're gonna have a rivalry, as they should. It's the lot of them, the whole lot of them. They're all excited. They're all nasty. Yo, and Alba Josai guys are here, hold on. It's like, you shanked that ball, bro. What are you smirking for? Akira Kurumi, Alba Josai grad, college senior, started working for the 11th Bank next year. Miyagi and Yutaro Kidaichi, Alba Josai grad, college senior, started working as an electrician next year in Saitama. And he kept up with volleyball, at least with Kidaichi. Plays with Tamadan Elephants, middle blocker, V-League, Division 2. So, because we're getting... that's the end of chapter 2, man. Oh, no, come on, there's more. Man. So, I mean, that gives us another team to look forward to in the second division. So, maybe if we do see Nishinoya. But that's one of those things, too, because if we're seeing Saeko now, where the hell's my boy at? You know what I mean? Like... I hope there's something soon, though, we're going to get from him. Because, like, I expected, like... So, basically, the running idea and joke that I had is that because we're seeing Kyoko-chan with Ryunosuke and everything, right? That Saeko would end up with Nishinoya is what I honestly had thought. And that the way that they were going to get to the game was whoever team that Nishinoya is on, whatever it may be, if Tendo... I know people say, like, he quit and everything, and I know it's a possibility, but maybe, who knows, got talked back into whatever, maybe. We still have Iwaizumi we gotta still see, and some of the other guys maybe Aone and them. Maybe if they had formed their own team, I was thinking in my mind maybe there's something that's gonna happen where Saeko's gonna drive them to the game and she'll go watch it. But of course, her driving skills they gotta be super careful about. So I was thinking something like that. But if that's not the case, I don't know where my guy is though. Well, man, this is a really great chapter. I mean, again, Saeko coming back, Aojo Side Boys coming back into as well, and I love Akira's look, man. The hair and everything looks so slick. And then of course the masterclass from my boy Sakusa, and just giving us a little glimpse, basically of this. If this is what he's doing right now when he was adult and stuff, then obviously he's putting this in at the national level way back during the earlier years, just of course on a smaller scale compared to what he's doing now. And of course Kageyama. Again, even though he wasn't able to stop the quirk last week, this week he wasn't able to stop Sakusa, but he's in position, meaning if he makes that receive, it could change the tides. And then, of course, Tarano, which that I was not expecting to see. Washijo's wife, because of course they look way closer in age, so it has to be his wife if anything. But the fact that you bring your wife to go watch Hinata play just shows you how much of a goat my kid is in the making. Because now, as a grown man, he's doing his thing, and Washijo wants to show the woman of his life, how amazing this kid is, and just change his, ideals and his reflection on what his beliefs were because of a kid like Hinata coming into the mix. So, really awesome stuff. But Sakusa masterclass. I don't even know what I'm gonna use for the thumbnail because there's so many cool moments. I don't know, but. Yeah, this was a great chapter, but I do feel like, because, we're going slow into the mix and stuff, maybe it's just for the moment, and then it's going to pick up afterwards in terms of the pace after, but we're just going to have to wait and see. But this was a great chapter. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below in regards to Haikyu this week. Let me know if there's anything in the chapter I didn't talk about too much into detail for clarification, all of that. Let me know your thoughts down on it, of course. Like the video if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of the Haikyu manga on Sunday mornings, and of course with the anime, as I do cover it on Friday afternoons. If you want to be a part of that, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell, Shandora, so you have the day with everything that goes on the channel. With that being said, I will catch you guys next week, man. Chapter 383 of the greatness that is the Haikyu Haipu. I'm expecting more of the characters that we haven't seen in ages to start coming back, slowly throughout the chapters, but I do feel like the pace will hopefully start picking up, in terms of the points and all that for something I'm working on. And of course, when I was talking about, a little discussion and stuff, I'm trying to see if I can get something out within the next week or so in regards to what's going on here for something I think that's going to go down at some point during the year with Haikyu. But until next time, guys, chapter 383, next week, we move. So Commodore Lad signing off. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, take care. Going crazy, yeah.